Hey everyone, so I am going to create a little video here that goes through the app Google Hangouts. And one of the main benefits of utilizing Google Hangouts is we are all within the same school Google domain. So we can get in touch with anybody within the district without actually having their cell phone number. If you need to send them a message to communicate during these times or anytime actually, and not only that, we're then not using our inboxes or our email as a quick messaging system back and forth. So think of it like just texting someone else on the staff about questions, comments, something like that, and then having a quick conversation back and forth, because I know that we tend to use our emails for the same reason. So anything we can do to keep that kind of, or just anything that we can do to lighten our inbox, I feel is really important. Not only that, I get a notification if you allow notifications utilizing Google Hangout, then you will see the message almost immediately, so you can reply back very quickly versus waiting however long to reply back through email. So kind of a quicker, more efficient way of communicating with everyone within the district. So when I open up Hangouts, and I feel like, so when I open up Hangouts originally, you'll see the Get Started screen. And when I go ahead and hit Get Started, it's going to recognize what Google accounts you are currently logged into on your smartphone or your device. So you could use this on your iPad too. So if you don't see yours, if you don't see your school email account, then you can go ahead and tap on Add Another Account, and it's just going to go through the same Google sign-in process like you would any other app, or even when you go to sign in on your computer. So if you don't see it there, go ahead and add it. But if you do see it there, just make sure it's turned on, so that little toggle back and forth. You might see more than one Google account here. And if you have more than one Google account and you only want to use Google Hangouts specifically for your school account, then you can just check the rest of them off. And then just leave your school one checked on. So I'm just gonna leave this one checked on because right now that's the only account that I want to use this for and communicate with. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use that. I'm gonna hit the check, and when I do, I'm gonna see current Google Hangout conversations that I've been having. So I've been utilizing it with a few people already. It's gonna, down at the very bottom, you see a few options. So the very first one is going to be your people, your contacts. So people that you could search for. You're like, I want to find this other educator and I want to send them a quick message. You can search for them. So let's just say I wanted to search for Ms. Gritzner. There she is. So that's going to be her school email address. So I should be able just to tap on her name, and I can have some different options. Do I want to send her a message? Do I want to video chat with her, just like a Zoom conversation in a way? Or do I want to actually call her? Now, I could use Google Hangouts to initiate a phone call, which is no different than doing that through like Facebook Messenger, I believe, does the same kind of thing. So you could use that if you want to do a voice conversation with her. Otherwise, if you just wanted to send her a quick message, you could just send a message. So if I hit send a message, here's going to be my messaging screen. I see Miss Gritzner's name at the very top. I do see my other options. If I'm like, nah, I want to go ahead and video chat with her, I can just tap on that option. The three dots in the upper right hand corner give you some more options. So let's say I want to just tap on options. I can check on some of my chat options there, but for the most part, the default options are going to be fine. Now, when I go ahead and want to send her a message, I could essentially just tap right here where it says history is on, because by default, Google saves your conversations if you need to go back to them at a later date. And what I can do is just type in my message. You also notice that just below that, I also have I could actually include a picture that's already in my photo library. I could take a picture, which is the camera icon, the second one. The third one is going to be a sticker of some kind if I want to do like a smile emoji or whatever. And then whenever I have something typed in there, that icon in the far right hand corner is going to be send it off, right? I'm not going to send Miss Gritzner a message though right now, because she doesn't know that I'm going to be sending a message. So I don't have anything really to talk to her about at the current moment, so that's fine. If I'm in this screen, down at the very bottom, these are my conversations, or Hangouts as they call it at the very top. And then down at the very bottom, I showed you the contacts. The next one is going to be any favorites. So favorite contacts or people that you communicate with frequently that you want to make sure kind of rises to the top because you want to get in touch with them quickly. You can do that. The third one is going to be your conversations or your Hangouts. So rather than finding a person and then starting a message, if I'm in the messages or the Hangouts panel, then I can just hit that plus sign down at the very bottom. And when I do that, and here's the nice part, like I know in emails, when it involves more than one person, then that's where the email thread gets pretty crazy, because if you have like say 5 or 6 people in the group and they're all replying back and so forth, you see the whole thread of messages and everything, and that's when like the replies really kick in. So if you want, you could just enter the name of the person you want to get in touch with. And again, because we're all in the same Google domain, the same school Google domain, we have the ability to just type in another person's name and their name will pop up, which is really nice. The new group means that I can put certain people within a group and have a conversation that way. An example of this, I'm just thinking right off the top of my head, would be some kind of like smaller team of teachers that are working together on something, or like a committee of some kind. If we wanted to create that, you just hit new group, and then it's just like a group text messaging. So you could communicate that way. I'm going to hit the X because I want to get out of that. And basically that's it for this entire app. Like I said, there's the phone calling portion, but I've never used that. I've never needed to use that. Maybe you do, I don't know. But for the most part, I don't necessarily need that. So I've just used this portion. And in another video, I will also show you where this shows up in your Gmail inbox on the far left-hand side. I know some of you have utilized that in the past and probably continue to use that portion of it. But on your laptop, when you're in Gmail, these chats are the same thing that's over on the left-hand side. So I will create another video at another time showing that. But if you have any questions regarding Google Hangouts and using it for school communication within the staff, then I would definitely utilize it for that. So if you got any questions, let me know.